let me tell you about FindGP. FindGP started life 5 or 6 years ago when I was a practice manager. GPs were fed up of getting the wrong work sent to them. Sometimes it was letters, sometimes prescription requests, maybe blood results. They often found the results and the work that was sent to them bore little relation to patients they actually knew. Meanwhile, the patients they did know and they wanted to see the results of, or the queries and the letters for, didn't reach them. GPs were either left pinging things around to one another or just dealing with patients they knew little or nothing about. For staff, it was frustrating too, because they didn't know always who to assign work to and didn't necessarily have the time to hunt through the records to try and figure that out. And so FindGP was born. The outcome, as you'll see in a minute, is incredibly simple. All it does is it tells staff who to assign work to. What sits behind that is what's now quite a complex algorithm that looks at GP contact face-to-face or telephone consultations or telephone codes, and looks at who's seen the patient most often in the last 3 months or 6 months, perhaps who's seen them the most recently, if multiple GPs have seen them. If the patient hasn't had any contact with the practice in the last few months, then it will work out who to assign work to. So that might be the usual GP, it might be duty doctor or other things. That's for each practice to decide. And so all it is really, from a staff point of view, is a very simple template that they access with one click that tells them who to assign work to, it tells them why to do that, and it also shows them useful things like open tasks, pending appointments. Let me now show you how that looks. So within the patient record, FindGP is accessed with this icon here. It'll be on the demographics, status alerts. Click it and it launches the template. Very simply, it tells us who to assign the work to. It gives briefly the reason why, not all the complexity. And if there were any open tasks or open appointments, it would show them here. You've also got links to things that might be useful, like looking at the appointment visit, task history, appointment ledger, those kinds of things. But essentially, that's it. Let me show you on one of those. Click to launch, assign to, and the name of the doctor, and this time it explains patients not been seen in the last 6 months, so assigning to the usual GP. So that's it. Very simple system, but potentially a game changer for how work is moved around and directed within your practice. If you're interested and want to know more or would like us to set it up for you, do get in touch. You'll see those details now. Thanks.